Wolfridge was started by a school teacher, and he organized efforts in a classroom back in 1969, the first Earth Day, to get kids more aware of the planet and the Earth and the issues that we were going to have to deal with as a society. Now with these projects at Wolfridge, we are adding in the element of how do we live in buildings? What choices do we make about those buildings relative to how we can minimize our impact on the environment? We're finding people want to do the right thing. They just need to be told how and what's the pathway. And so with Jamar on the team, they are helping us to show that pathway. Many people are familiar with other standards that are out there. Living Building Challenge is now the highest level of sustainability one can pursue in a building in the world.
We've always attempted to stay at the front edge of sustainable construction practices because it's connected to the values of our company. Living Building Challenge was the next step. And as it came together with Wolfridge and Gardner Builders with the work, that communication and understanding who you're working with and their values and how they communicate, it just set the stage perfectly for a team that could take it on.
I think it's interesting, one of the terms you hear on this site is trade partner. You don't hear the word subcontractor. That isn't just a term, that's a real value of how this project needs to occur and how it's being managed. And Jamar's ability to bring skills to the table, to bring experience to the table, and then bring the personality type to the table to collaborate in that manner, absolutely key.
Jamar's done quite a few lead projects. This is quite a bit different than that, as it's like a holistic approach to buildings. So it takes a look at all the equipment that goes into the building, where it's made, what it's made out of, all the ingredients that goes into making that equipment.
But we're all looking all the way down to the paint. Not the paint that goes on the walls or on the outside of the building, wherever it would be, but we're talking the paint on the actual small mechanical HVAC pump. We would have thought of something like that. I mean, you had to basically prove out the environmental standard associated with a paint that was on the pump that you normally would not have even considered.
It took many months to try to weed out any of the possible equipment or items or materials that didn't meet the requirements of the project.
You know, when you looked at the team, while we didn't necessarily understand completely what we were getting into, we were certainly up for the challenge because it was important to us.
Often people don't get it, that no, we're doing something that's never been done before. And it's really difficult and it's really complex, but it's not easy being a leader.
Sustainability to Jamar, I think, is important just because it's our built environment. You know, when a lot of times that people are talking about sustainability, they're talking about just the energy consumption side of it. But really, sustainability comes down to a higher quality of equipment, a longer lifespan for the facility itself. And so when we look at it in that aspect, it's just a better product for our customers, really.
In the end, each and every employee from Jamar Company, while it was a very difficult project, when they were able to look at the project and see what they've done and understand that every component that they've installed was in the most environmentally sound, sustainable construction manner possible, we were very inspired. I mean, we were proud, to have been a part of the team that was able to accomplish the Living Building Challenge.